Who wants to be laying in a hospital bed with a tube down your throat and a machine breathing for you? I know I don't. Smoking puts you at risk for that problem, as well as a number of other severe health-related issues, and it significantly reduces your life expectancy. So, it's time for you to quit. As a registered nurse, I see the effects of smoking every single day when I go to work. With my medical experience and the research that I've done, I am here to discuss with you what you're doing to your body and how you can quit smoking and why you should quit smoking. First, I want to give you a brief overview of just some of the general health-related risks that are associated with smoking. Then, I'm going to talk to you about a study that I researched and looked into regarding the effects of smoking and give you some statistical relevance and data in regards to those risks for some concrete evidence. And finally, I'll present to you a variety of resources and methods available to assist you with the process of smoking cessation. In other words, how to stop smoking and why. So, now that you know what I plan to discuss with you, let's begin by talking about some of the general health-related risks that come along with smoking. Currently, research has shown a direct correlation between smoking and significant health problems. We've already talked about that a little bit. But some of these problems, which a lot of you may not even realize, could include cardiovascular disease, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, various cancers, and lung cancer mortality. This picture, even though it's hard to see, shows a non-smoker's normal lungs. And this one shows what a smoker's lungs look like over time. So just look at the two and think, this is what you're doing to your body. I know I don't have lungs like that. According to the Journal of Integrated Research in Medicine, current studies also show that smoking reduces a person's BMI, or body mass index. And reducing a person's BMI puts them at risk for quite a few things, including malnutrition, hypothermia, and emaciation. These risks are significantly greater the more that a person smokes per day and the length of time that they smoke throughout their lifetime. So basically, the more you smoke and the more frequently you smoke, the more harm you're doing. Do you need more concrete evidence? Let me give you some. In 2015, a study in Switzerland showed it was actually performed to assess statistical analysis of smoking-related health risks to over 4,000 individuals. The study showed that the risk of coronary artery disease, which it has to do with the arteries leading to your heart, in smokers increased by a factor of 2.5 to 4 compared to non-smokers. The study also showed that compared to non-smokers, lifelong smokers are 24.8% more likely to develop alcohol dependency, almost 47% more likely to develop hypertension, and 155.4% more likely to develop some form of heart failure. That's really, really high statistics. So even though these are just some of the risks, you can still make a change and you can prevent these. There's several ways that a person can begin to stop smoking, as well as a variety of resources that are available. Smokefree.gov offers a 5-step plan to quit smoking. Step 1 is simply to make a plan. And through this website, you can actually create and customize your own plan for free to stop smoking. Step 2, they identify as staying busy. Staying busy is going to help keep your mind off of smoking. Some ways that you can stay busy are easy. Exercise, chew gum, eat hard candy, drink lots of water, and simply just spend time with non-smoking family and friends. It's one of the easiest ways to do it. Step 3 is to avoid smoking triggers. Stay away from people, places, and things that make you want to smoke. Throw away cigarettes, throw away lighters, avoid caffeine, because caffeine tends to make people jittery, and when people are jittery, they become anxious, which makes them want to smoke. So just stay away from it. Go to smoke-free environments, and most importantly, get plenty of rest. Step 4 is to stay positive. Quitting is hard. Focus on short-term goals and don't think about quitting this forever. Just remember the health benefits and remember of the good that you're doing by putting down that cigarette for the last time. And finally, ask for help. You're not alone. Tell your friends and your family that you plan to quit and ask them for support. I guarantee that somewhere along the line, somebody's going to be there to help you. You can also go to support groups. There's so many support groups available, and you can tell people exactly how you feel, and they can relate to that. And according to quitsmokingcommunity.org, there are actually quite a few effective ways to quit smoking. And some of them include nicotine replacement, and you can do that through lozenges or patches, and you can get that stuff over the counter at like Walmart. Secondly, trigger avoidance. Like I mentioned earlier, just stay away from situations that typically make you want to smoke. So when you're put into a situation that typically you would smoke, leave. Or just avoid that situation altogether. Utilize other things to distract yourself, like doodling on a piece of paper with a pen if you're on the phone. If you normally smoke when you're on the phone, start drawing instead. It's going to distract you and it's going to avoid that trigger. Thirdly, quitting cold turkey, which to be completely honest is how I quit. Which cold turkey just simply means giving up smoking altogether at one time. Get rid of everything related to smoking and don't use nicotine replacement at all. And believe it or not, the American Cancer Society has actually stated that 80% of people who successfully quit smoking did so cold turkey. I'm one of those people. Fourth, slowly but surely, which essentially just means wean yourself off of it. And that's okay. If that's what you have to do, just gradually slow it down. Take one cigarette out of your pack a day and just ease off of it until you're completely non-dependent on that smoking anymore. So, those are just a few ways. So now let's recap what I've presented with you today. Smoking it sets you up for so many health-related risks. It's dangerous to you, and it's dangerous to those around you. It puts your body through significant stress, and it's just all around bad for you. I've given you scientifically proven statistical data to enforce how real those effects can be, and I've presented to you a lot of methods and resources available to help you quit smoking. So, next time you pick up that cigarette, I want you to do one thing. Just think, is it worth it? And imagine breathing through this straw every day for the rest of your life, because that's what it's going to feel like. And imagine if you have to lay in that hospital bed one day, what it's going to be like for your family to see you. It's time to quit smoking.